Hello friends. Have you ever wondered why things always fall down instead of up? Or why your toy car slows down when you push it across the floor? Well, get ready for an exciting journey into the world of gravity and friction, two super cool forces that make our world go round and round. Imagine you're jumping on a trampoline, and no matter how high you jump, you always come back down. That's because of gravity. Gravity is like a giant hug that the earth gives everything. It's what makes your favorite toys, your pet, and even you stick to the ground instead of floating away into space. A long time ago, a brilliant scientist named Sir Isaac Newton sat under an apple tree and saw an apple fall to the ground. He realized that the same force pulling the apple was also the reason the moon stayed near the earth. He called this force gravity. Just like a friendly tug, gravity pulls everything closer to the earth. Gravity doesn't just work on Earth, it's everywhere. Even though you can't see it, it's like a magic spell that the planets, stars, and even spaceships feel. The bigger something is, the stronger its gravity is. That's why the Earth's gravity is strong enough to hold us, animals, and even buildings down. Now let's talk about friction. Imagine wearing super slippery socks on a shiny floor. You'll slide all over the place, right? Well, that's because of friction. Friction is like the invisible brakes that slow things down and stop them from moving. It's what helps you walk without slipping and keeps your toys from zooming forever. Not all surfaces are the same when it comes to friction. Imagine a smooth slide and a bumpy sidewalk. Which one do you think would slow you down more? The bumpy sidewalk, right? That's because the rougher a surface is, the more it pushes back against things moving on it, creating friction. Friction happens because tiny invisible dancers called molecules on the surface of things do a little dance with the molecules of whatever is moving on the surface. They don't want to let the moving thing pass by easily, so they slow it down. It's like a funny dance battle between the surface and the thing moving on it. Think about riding your bicycle. When you press the brakes, you're using friction to slow down and stop. Even when you scribble on paper with a crayon or play with your toys, friction is there, making it all possible. Without friction, things would be way too slippery and chaotic. Sometimes friction can be your friend, and sometimes it can be a bit tricky. Ever notice how slides are often super smooth? They're made that way so you can have a super fun slide without too much friction. But if you're driving a toy car on a bumpy road, it slows down because of the friction between the wheels and the road. Want to see gravity and friction in action? Try this. Grab a toy car and put it on a ramp. When you let go, gravity pulls the car downward, and friction with the ramp slows it down until it stops. It's like a little science experiment right in your playroom. Gravity and friction often work together. Imagine sliding down a playground slide. Gravity pulls you down, and friction between your clothes and the slide helps you slow down and land safely. Teamwork makes the playtime dream work. Gravity and friction are like the superheroes of movement. Gravity helps things fall, and friction helps things stop. They also help us stay safe and keep the world from becoming too chaotic. Thanks gravity and friction, for keeping us grounded and in control. Remember how gravity works on Earth? Well, it works in space too. It's what keeps the moon orbiting around Earth and the planets orbiting around the sun. Without gravity, everything would just float away into the endless universe. Did you know that the more massive something is, the stronger its gravity? That's why you feel heavier on Earth than on the moon. And speaking of the moon, its gravity is weaker, which is why astronauts could jump really high when they visited. Gravity and friction are like a well-coordinated dance that keeps things moving smoothly. Without gravity, we'd be floating around, and without friction, we'd have trouble stopping. They strike the perfect balance, making our world a fascinating place to explore. Congratulations, adventurer! You've journeyed through the exciting worlds of gravity and friction. From the apple fall to the moon's orbit, from smooth slides to bumpy roads, you've learned how these two forces shape our daily lives in the universe. So keep asking questions, keep exploring, and keep having fun discovering the secrets of the incredible forces that make our world so amazing. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like, subscribe buttons and the notification bell so you can join the Simplify squad.